Good afternoon, Knights. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jack Hanzal, and today is Monday, April 1st, 2025. Here's your Charge on Air update. SpaceX launched their Fram 2 mission yesterday evening. The crew consisted of Chung Wang, Ray Bay Raji, Jan-Nick Nicholson, and Eric Phillips. The crew made history by flying the highest inclination ever flown by humans. This year's Florida Film Festival is just around the corner, and with it comes multiple films from UCF alumni. Charge on Air reporter Casey Stone spoke with one of the former Knights about her film that secured a spot on the big screen.
The NCN Theater in Mayland is preparing for the 34th Annual Florida Film Festival, which had a record-breaking 2,921 film submissions from 119 countries. Among the 185 features and shorts chosen this year is Elena Buffkin's animated short film Campbell and the Cryptid, which she created as her thesis film while obtaining her master's in animation and visual effects at UCF. The film follows a little girl meeting a new friend in the forest in search of companionship after her older brother moves away. Only this friend more closely resembles Bigfoot than it does a human.
The cryptid does represent that unknown, and her approaching it, it's something that seems scary because she doesn't know it, and he is made to be a little creepy, but they become friends and he's friendly, so it's one of those, the unknown is not always as bad as it is.
Elena's short film will have its world premiere right here at the NCN Theater on April 19th. And it won't be the first time a UCF alumni has had their work in the festival. Following the Sundance premiere of UCF's The Blair Witch Project in 1999, the movie became the NCN's #1 highest-grossing film screening to date. The Blair Witch Project was created by 5 UCF film students, a couple of which actually worked at the NCN Theater. Programming manager Tim Anderson said there's a few routes students can take if they're looking to land a slot in the festival. They can either submit their film directly, which has about a 3% acceptance rate, or they can do what Elena did and submit it to the theater's quarterly film slam and win the audience award, giving them a chance to have their film entered directly into the festival. Either way, the festival is a great place for students looking for opportunities.
We've had students that got picked up by distribution companies because they saw how well the movie was marketed during the festival and offered them jobs. And then we've also had a lot of filmmakers who said, well, when you guys get out to LA or New York or Austin, you guys were great, hit me up. And you want the hit me up.
The Florida Film Festival will be running from April 11th to April 20th. Reporting in Orlando, Casey Stone, The Charge on Air.
Tickets to the festival can be purchased at floridafilmfestival.com. If you love sewing or crafty projects, this might be your last chance to visit a Joann store and shop what's left of their closing sale. Charge on Air reporter Allyson Castillo tells us how students are dealing with the change.
Joann Fabric announced it is closing all their stores after 82 years in business. According to a press release from Joann, they said the company filed for bankruptcy in January, stating that selling was the best option. A student named Ana Lucia Raymond, a production design and tech major, said she would constantly go to Joann for materials for her class and was shocked by the news.
I was extremely surprised because I didn't think that it would happen. I thought it was more of just like one closing, nearby. Just something small like that. Oh, just, one close by closing, I'll go to another one. And then when I heard about all of them, it was very shocking.
This closure will not only affect students, but will impact business and departments that rely on Joann for supplies, including the UCF Theater Department. The costume design production used Joann for quick access to fabrics when needed. Allyson Metro, the costume shop manager at UCF, said things will change in how they purchase fabrics for their show. She explained that the department used budget for all production and has flexibility in where they purchase materials. Joann Fabric tax-exempt account made purchase smooth and convenient, avoiding production delay.
As all the store closes, the commuters are left wondering where they'll find their affordable and accessible craft supplies. I talked with a UCF student who loves crocheting and sewing about how she feels about this closure.
Natalia Zisk, a business major, has been searching for an alternative store to buy supplies from.
I heard Joann's was closing. I heard from someone else, go to Michael's. So I went in there right after, and I was a little disappointed because there really wasn't that much.
Natalia now has to rely on online store, which costs more due to shipping. Some yarn were exclusive to Joann making them difficult to find elsewhere. Small businesses are taking the opportunity to attract more customers as drawn closure creates a gap in the market. In Orlando, Florida, Allyson Castillo, The Charge on Air.
As Joann Fabric shuts its doors, students and artists are left searching for new ways to keep their creativity alive. Women comprise about 28% of the workforce in STEM occupations in the United States, according to the National Science Foundation. Charge on Air reporter Victoria Pera tells us how UCF Society of Women Engineers are trying to grow the number of women in the male-dominated field.
The UCF Society of Women Engineers held a college day on March 29th where they invited young high school girls to partake in engineering workshops and listen to a panel of women who are successful in professional STEM fields today. The young girls attended 3 different workshops. They practiced coding, they created their own 3D holograms, and they even made hydraulic arms out of cardboard. Vice President of the UCF Society of Women Engineers, Belle Perry, discussed the importance of College Day.
But we're always just trying to show younger females that women belong in STEM. So having them come to these outreach events and seeing a group of women leading an event and being with a group of girls surrounded with all these people is always good. It just kind of gives them a safe place to ask the real questions and see that women are in STEM.
This is just one of the projects that the high school girls are working on today, and it may just look like a piece of plastic, but it actually works with reflection and refraction. The sides of the pyramid act like mirrors, reflecting the light from your phone screen, and the light that is then refracted or bent passes through the plastic, creating an illusion of a 3D image, giving you your own DIY hologram. The girls love watching their holograms come to life. President of SWE at UCF, Ariel Valiente, talked about the different panelists that came.
And we also have a group of panelists come. So this year we had a few women from Universal Creative. We had a woman who was a project manager at Disney, and we also had a data analyst from NASA.
The floor was open for students to ask their questions, and many girls left campus with more knowledge of STEM and engineering than they had before. In Orlando, Victoria Pera, The Charge on Air.
As the percentage of women engineers still remain low in the professional world, the Society of Women Engineers at UCF will continue to try to influence more women into STEM and engineering because they believe STEM does not just belong to men. Now to weather. Warm weather continues to be a theme in Central Florida. Today we have cloudy skies and a high of 89 degrees. There is a 58% humidity with 0% chance of rain. That's all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with all that's happening throughout the week by following us on Instagram at The Charge News. And check back here tomorrow for another news update. I'm Jack Hanzal. Thanks for watching and have a great April Fool's Day.